Heard about the Statute of Limitations Act and wondering if it could affect any debts that you have? Let's look at what the Statute Limitations Act is and just how it might affect you. Firstly, the Statute of Limitations, also known as the Limitations Act 1980, laid down the foundations and time limits in which a creditor must pursue a debtor for their debt. It defined the limitation period for all types of debt after which court action against the debtor by the creditor would not be possible. For unsecured debt, also known as simple contracts, the limitation period is clearly stated to be 6 years. This includes credit cards or store card loans, utility arrears, personal loans, payday loans, benefit overpayments, catalogues, overdrafts, as well as council tax arrears. The limitation period starts once you're sent a default notice. After that, you have to fulfill all conditions for 6 years in order for your limitation period to be completed. These conditions include not making any payments towards your debt during those 6 years and not acknowledging your debt in writing in the past 6 years, and there also being no county court judgment (CCJ) taken out against you. If all these conditions are fulfilled and it's been 6 years since your default notice, then your debt should become statute barred. When your debt is statute barred according to the Limitation Act 1980, your creditor cannot pursue you in court in order to recover the debt. However, there are some exceptions. Mortgage shortfalls have a limitation period of 12 years for the amount of money that you borrowed. Though keep in mind that the limitation period for the interest on your mortgage is still 6 years. Personal injury claims have a limitation period of 3 years. Certain types of debt, such as income tax debt, VAT, and capital gains tax debt, do not have any type of time limit or limitation period. Remember, once a debt becomes statute barred, a creditor cannot pursue you in court for it. If a creditor is contacting you and you're sure that the debt that they're asking about is statute barred, then you should tell them this. If your creditor is regulated by the Financial Conduct Authority, you can use this to your advantage. Write them a letter informing them that the debt is statute barred and you do not intend to make payments towards it. You should also request them to state in writing that they will no longer be contacting you regarding the debt again. This should get them to stop. If it doesn't, then you can report them to the Financial Conduct Authority. If your creditor is not regulated by the FCA, then there's not much you can do about it. Your best option could be to make arrangements to pay back the debt in order to get your creditors to stop contacting you. If you're struggling with debt, then there are a number of options available here in the UK. Some are free to use and others include fees, and each will have their own pros and cons. If you want to learn more about the solutions available, then we've created a really great form that you might be interested in checking out. Click the link in the description to get started and answer a few multiple choice questions like the total amount of debt, how many people you owe, your living situation, and we'll connect you with one of our trusted partners so that you can find out more and start taking steps towards improving your financial situation.